checking out this story. I cannot even pronounce this person's name, but accused of shooting four or five kids, and one is missing. And this is in Texas, so let's see what we got going on here.
Well, now to a story which is just so disturbing. So this is happening in the town of Porter, which is in just north of Houston. And we have our Jillian Hartman there. So we found out in Brazoria County, 2 children, 2 other people are dead. And apparently the mother might be in charge. And Jillian, I know the town of Porter is very small. I don't know if people may know who this mother is, who's allegedly responsible possibly for this.
Well, I just talked to a neighbor. She says she's seen the kids before, and she says this is just tragic and shocking. This is a heartbreaking story. A mother is accused of shooting.
We don't need no
4
opinions.
kids, and 2 of them died. And we learned that the family lived in this home here behind me in Porter, Montgomery County. Now, authorities arrested this mother. Take a look here. 31-year-old Onita Romulus. She allegedly shot her 4 kids over the weekend. 2 of them were.
I'm usually pretty good on grammar and pronunciation and enunciation. Her name is Onita Romulus. When I saw this, like right here up top, I didn't even want to attempt to say it. Onita Romulus. All right, let's continue. This is terrible. This is bad.
The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office said just before 5 a.m. Saturday, she called 911 from a Shell gas station in Angleton and said to come to her location. Now, when deputies arrived, they found 4 children shot inside the car.
Oh my goodness gracious.
13-year-old son and 4-year-old daughter died from their injuries. Her 8-year-old son and 9-year-old daughter were then life-flighted to a local hospital, and we're told at last check they are in stable condition. Investigators believe the shooting happened inside the car, but are still working to determine exactly where it happened. Now, authorities called this a senseless tragedy. At this time, Romulus is in the Brazoria County Jail with a $14 million bond. We did learn some disturbing new details in the last 30 minutes. According to court documents, when she was questioned by authorities, she said her children were dead to her and they were with the devil. Now, we did talk to a neighbor who said that she knew.
What the fuck? Oh my goodness, this shit is. See, the devil is alive. The devil is out here. He's circulating. He's especially strong within the Democratic Party. But this right here, he just said it. She said the devil was in her children. So what did she do? She just decided to off her children. This points to just so many things. So many things. I'll just mention it without even going into detail. I'll say 2 words. Single mom. Leave it right there. If there's a person involved, the dad or something like that, maybe these things won't happen. But let's continue with the news report.
The kids, she saw them many times before. She's never spoken or seen the mother, but said that nothing seemed suspicious. Take a listen.
We didn't know anything about the lady, but as for the 13-year-old boy and then his little sister, he was very sweet. We would see him in the afternoons because we would sit out in the afternoon, and we would see him going to get her from the daycare and bringing her back and taking care of her. We didn't know anything about the other 2 kids, and when we heard it, I couldn't believe it, and I'm still in shock.
Now, that neighbor also told me that she saw detectives and deputies at the house here after that shooting occurred. And we also learned that the mother has been charged in a different state in Georgia with 3 misdemeanors, including driving under the influence of drugs. Now, we did reach out to the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, and they tell us they are investigating this incident. Back to you.
Yesterday, Brazoria County deputies responded to an unthinkable, unimaginable tragedy. This event has shaken our community, and we are all feeling the loss. While this remains an active investigation, I do want to share what details with you that I can at this point. Evidence indicates that the driver of the vehicle identifies as a 31-year-old Oninda Romulus. She's the mother of the 4 children involved. All 4 children have sustained gunshot wounds.
Crazy.
Sadly, a 13-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl did not survive. We are thankful to report that an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl are now in stable condition.
So, the mother of 4 children, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because how do you react to something like this? 4 children, all 4 sustained gunshot wounds. And the investigation says it's from their mother. Oh, the devil is alive and kicking.
We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle, and that Romulus, the mother of the children, is a shooter.
So if that's so, to surmise, the mom shot the 4 children. That is all right. Life is like, it's stranger than fiction, right? It's crazy. When I talk to people that I know and some of my friends, I tell people certain things about it. And even as I'm saying these things, I'm like, these people gonna think I'm lying. So I'm gonna have some conversations with people when I'm going to tell these people about this. Oh, she was a mom. She had 5 kids and she shot 4 of them because she said they were of the devil. That shit sounds crazy. All right, goodness gracious alive. This shit is hard.
At 4:48 a.m. yesterday, Romulus called the Brazoria County Sheriff's Office. When deputies arrived, they immediately began providing life-saving measures to each children until medical help could arrive. The 2 surviving children were life-flighted into a Houston area hospital where they remain in stable condition. Romulus was later arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault.
Gracious.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, with a total bond set at $14 million. Romulus is a current resident of the Montgomery County here in Texas, where Sheriff Wesley Doolittle is the
Get
sheriff
together, bro.
of Montgomery County, and he is here with us today. His office has assisted us with investigative tasks that have taken place there in Montgomery County. Our investigators, along with responding agencies, continue to collect and analyze evidence in this case in this ongoing investigation. I also want to thank the people of Brazoria County.
Brazoria
and
County.
the surrounding communities. The prayers, the messages and support shown for these children, and also for the first responders involved in this, mean more to us than what words.
So I gotta bring this thing back to me. Why do I need to bring it back to me? Because this is who you see. This is me. So when I did my military service in the Marine Corps, 4 years honorable discharge. Okay, it is what it is. I just did what I had to do. I did not have any children when I was in the Marine Corps. After I was out of the Marine Corps, I had my children, this, that, and the other. So obviously it made me look at life in a whole different way, right? And I'm saying that to say, when I got out of the military, I wanted to be a police officer. Now, knowing what I know and the things that police officers, law enforcement as a whole, see and what they go through, I'm just like, I guess, God was like, no, because there are some things, PTSD, we have these type of things, right? So in the military, I didn't really go through any traumatic experiences, but if we remember this movie called Black Hawk Down with, when our military was sent over to Somalia and, that thing happened. I was involved with that. Although there wasn't any big gun battles and this, that, and the other, I did see some things that are imprinted on my brain forever. So putting that back to, once I got out of the military, I wanted to be a police officer, but the forces just didn't align to where that just didn't happen. Coming up on a case like this, man, no, bruh. Like, you the mom, and from our investigation, you shot your 4 children. Like, how do you process something like that? I understand you have a job to do, you have this, that, but when you have children, even if you don't have children, if you have nieces, nephews, cousins, this, that, and the other, how do you even process something like this? But it comes out later that, for whatever reason, she said she thought her children were of the devil in some way or another. Let's let him continue. This is just, I don't know.
Can express. It is impossible to make sense of a senseless tragedy like this, but we will do everything we can to seek justice for these children. I will now open this up for a few questions.
Oh my goodness.
Before I do want to be clear that there are still many details that cannot be released at this point, okay? So, any questions? Again, that is part of the ongoing investigation that we're still looking into. So,
oh my goodness.
At what point did what happen? She called, yes, she called number 1, I believe the time was what, 4:48 a.m., is that what it said? Yeah.
See,
Well, yes.
these look.
She called and our deputies responded. She called and she
See, this is why we need to respect law enforcement. We need to respect our military, because they can stand up here like this in this particular situation, right? This guy is just so fucking stone-faced. This guy, I can tell he feels some type of way about this, but he still has to be up here. He has to maintain. He is not going to lose his bearing. Young lady back here, she has to maintain. This guy over here, he has to maintain. But you know what? I don't have to maintain. I can commentate on this shit for what it is. This shit is crazy. This is crazy. But give respect to any form of law enforcement, because they got to go up here and do this shit. They got to look. They went and investigated after this lady called. So what did they see? They saw 2 children that were dead, 2 other children that were shot. And when it comes out in the wash, it was at the hands of their mother. All right, and this is, it just hits a certain spot with me because this is something that I wanted to do. I wanted really to be a detective. I did not want to be out here on the everyday beat, writing tickets and stopping folks and all this type shit. I wanted to be a detective to figure out, obviously, you know what a detective does. So let's let him continue, take these questions, I guess.
She gave us information that we needed to come to her location. We didn't know exactly what we were responding to at the time. That's exactly where her permanent residence was. That's part of the ongoing investigation. That's where her residence was, so that's why we went to that residence.
And he got,
again, that's part of the ongoing investigation that we continue to look into, and I can assure you that we will do everything in our power to find justice for these children.
and let me tell you, this guy, this sheriff or whoever he is, he got to stand up here with a straight face, and he just got to hold his frame. He got to answer these questions the best he can. This is hard. This is hard if you care about people in general, but when it comes to children, it's a whole different level. It's a whole different level. And this guy has to stand up here and hold his bearing when he's answering question about something like this. This is, bruh, look, this is weird. This is beyond weird. I don't know how much more of this I'm gonna look at, but let's continue a little bit longer.
Can you ask your question again? Yes, they have been interviewed. They're going to continue to cooperate.
Man, it's hard. Look how he clutching his lips.
I'm not going to mention much about the custody situation. There's a lot of things that is still it's an active investigation. Okay. There really is not. Right.
See, look.
You know, like I said,
Look at this.
This is still an ongoing. However, what is most important is that our team is working on this. We've been burning the midnight oil on this ever since this dropped, right? So I can assure you, we're looking into this, and there is a lot of stuff that is not able.
Okay, we're gonna be done with this. This is, whew. You hear about certain things, and it's just like, okay, no, this is just made up. This is just internet fodder, right? This is just some type of stuff that somebody made up, and it just has legs, and it continues, and it's on TikTok and it's on X, and No, this is real. So I don't know. I feel like Joe Biden at this point, right? Remember when Joe Biden at certain times he was at the middle of a thought and he would just like hold on. So that being said, like sometimes you're at a loss for words, but the whole purpose of doing these videos and anything like this is just to make people aware of what's really going on out here. And bigger than that, it's the underlying thing of any of this is if you had a family unit, which is a mother, a father, and everything that comes with that, these things won't happen. They will not happen. If you like the video, comment on the video, share the video. This is Mr. Info 5000, Mr. Info 5000.